Going to the bookies behind City, Chelsea and Manchester United.
Can't be happy with that.
That's not right.
Well, I would be if I was a betting man. I'd be happy with that.
Will we see more of him this season, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, I think he was brought in to play in certain games.
Right.
Particularly teams that sit back, so he can unlock the door. Because against the cities of this world, I don't think he's got the legs. You know, when anybody goes past him in the middle of the field, it's done and dusted. He can't recover. He's picked up a lot of yellow cards in his short time there. So I think if everybody's fit at Liverpool, he won't play as much as he did the second half of last season when he was fit.
What's your midfield three?
Now, the problem is when Aldum's gone, but I've got a sneaky that he might give Jones a little more time. If Henderson and Fabinho are fit, I'm talking about if everybody's fit.
Yeah.
Right? I still expect him to sign somebody. I think he was brought in to change the tempo of Liverpool's game in certain situations. I don't think he was brought in to completely change the way Liverpool play. Because Liverpool's middle three was about closing the ball, it was about pace, it was about energy, it was all of those things. That if there's anything missing in his game, it's those. With the ball at his feet, absolute genius, no question.
Do you think, do you prefer Jordan Henderson as a 6 or an 8?
Listen, if he's one of your three in the middle of the park,
you're not fussed where it is.
I'm not fussed where it is because he can do the job. He can do what's required the way Liverpool play. He's certainly not a 10. He's not a guy that plays off the front. But what he does, he's as good as anybody at it, which is why Liverpool was successful.
So before I met Dan Thomas, he was my first famous friend, Jordan Henderson, and he actually said that he prefers playing the 8 to playing the 6. So maybe there's a way for Thiago to drop in. You go 2 6s, Fabinho and Thiago, have Henderson higher. What do you reckon?
I just don't think you can't play the way the Klopp plays with Thiago week in and week out. He can't do it. Physically, he can't do it. And actually, at his very best, that's not what his game was about.
Yeah.
That's not why Bayern signed him. They signed him to pass the ball. So if you're relying on him for physicality around the field, then you're going to have to give a little bit of that up to get the quality he's got on the ball.
I mean, you have a little chat.
Don't get jealous. You got jealous yesterday.
No, hey, listen, I mentioned your name. I said your name.
I said
your name.
Mind. I can sit back, have a little relax, think
Sorry, we're boring you.
No, it was amazing.
What are you getting Mardy
You're
about?
getting a little bit jealous there.
I'm quite happy.
Sorry, Dan, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? No, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about what you want to talk about. Let's talk about pink shirts. What do you want to talk about?
I was talking about Thiago, but he's got all Mardy about.
No, I haven't. I disagree with Stevie.
About everything?
The majority of what he said.
Right.
Wow,
I think you're judging Thiago on a first season in the Premier League, getting used to the style. I think you're judging him without Fabinho and Jordan Henderson next to him. The whole thing at Liverpool was just completely disrupted. And you throw him in there in his very first season, expect him to run the show. That's not going to happen.
You can't.
All of a sudden, at the end of the season,
argue
Stevie, at the end of the season, Stevie, at the end of the season, Fabinho goes and plays alongside him. He looks unbelievable. Correct?
That's not my argument.
You're saying he won't play as much. He's not leaving Bayern Munich. He's not leaving Bayern Munich to go to Liverpool and not play as much.
I just told you the reason.
I don't believe you. I don't agree with you.
I don't believe you.
Well, no point in me telling you that.
Well, no, I don't agree with you. Do you think he's going to leave Bayern Munich to go to Liverpool to not play as much?
Look, I'm telling you that Liverpool at the best, the reason Liverpool were European champions and Premier League champions is because the 3 players in the middle of the park absolutely run their guts out, closed the ball for fun, did all the dirty stuff all the time. Klopp wasn't looking to them to contribute with goals. He wasn't looking for them to play silky passes.
But don't tell me.
That's what made them the team they were. So I'm just saying that if Klopp's going to completely change the way his team plays by signing this guy and playing him every week, then they're going to have to give up some of that get some of that.
It's a bit too simplistic to say he's only going to play when teams play deep against Liverpool. He's better than that.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.